I'm Emmy, and you know the Italy, Italy language. It's so cool, like salve. It's actually hello. Oh, really? We didn't talk about history. Today we're gonna learn about social studies. They're called history. On strike. Most people say on strike is like you are really sitting on a chair doing nothing. So cool. You know, free games or you ever like that. For me, on strike is different. On strike. On strike. No? On strike is Labor Day. Well, usually people are really on strike. Labor Day, no Labor Day, all the people gonna have rest. Well, let's focus on the history. After all, going on the sound is divided. Right now, we also more focus on industry, jobs, monies, and creating more things at lower cost. And right now, money. Really now, we got the mill factory industry, and the mill factory also. They just really, but I really like these industries, like technologies, and have robots. Today, you know about it, and I really understand. With self-help, I knew it's gonna be special. And on today's lesson, well, and the issues, but we even know about great technology, but it's still got many issues. This issue is so important, and that's why we got on strike. It's really special when it's really a holiday. If you're working, you got an on strike post. A clap. Well, I write the word clap on here on the other side. I had to put on the page the other side actually. Well, never mind. But really, the issue is not you have not paid enough to stay alive, or do they spare this paid minimum or minimum is one example, and also they work for 6 hours a day. 6 hours a day is long hours straight. Never resting, never had chatting, never do anything, straight from 6 hours. Too fast. Right now, but then you got a cookie. I got this cookie. If you were just a worker and this is the boss, I collect some workers. I collect some workers right now. These are the workers. I divide them into children and awesome. This is men, women, and children. Like a child, woman, and man. Well, it's just for example, children and all these troublemakers. And this big O is actually the boss. The boss is actually known as me. Well, no, not me. I'm not this. Every now, it just has to get some problems with the boss. It's just gonna fall down for it. Like it, so fast. No one the boss. You can't get the boss. Go to Ireland. I collect some more workers for an example. These are one of the boss. Watching. It's watching the boss. And these are some of the workers who say size. This one should be men, and this should be women. These all following classes. Look at many of these workers. They have these workers. All these depends on which woman they have. Actually, this is a lot more than these others. And that's why children, it's so easy to carry out with them. They got many dangerous jobs. We're going to now talk about issues, about women's issues. Now, women's, they work in hard, dappy paces. And the issue was the paid minimum. Now, this is all these women together. Bring them to the boss. We don't choose what to choose. Let's choose the boss. The originalities. I think let's put the back side. This one doesn't have anything. Okay, and put the back side. This has something. And it's stand for woman. Take this one. Okay. That one has this. So, we got here. It's he. I would call him or her hat. Hat. Hat over here and or maybe it's called her hat. See, he is in the women's, and it's called. Also, some people call it the sweatshop. For example, we got 3 humans, 3 women, exactly. And sometimes they worry about fight. And because these stores are all lost, so they do not have fun time escaping the journey, or even though they had done their work and they had to go home straight for 6 hours. And it's so hot, so crappy. And also with the women's. And this is Triangle Surf Wash Company, and it's often called a sports shop. And it's all concerned about the fire. And one day, we call March 10th, 1911, there was fire, and about 141 people died there, mostly young women. They died. An egg. One of them dies over here. This one dies. And the boss, it's the man, so it never dies because they're all concerned or worrying about the fire that was happening because they locked the door. They never know. They have no escape fire, only the top. They have to go several long steps to have them here. And that's why it's such so important to have escape fires and everything. But they said no. As for the men, this is the Trump box. Okay? As for the men, it's called the labor union. And they come together. And what is the labor union anyway? Yeah. And this one is separate. Wait. Like we're gonna have close together and labor union. The union is close together, and then they get banned and say, "Good." I want to pay money. I want less job, less hour, everything, and all this depends on what they want. Well, they start a labor union. They gonna quit until their quits are gonna begin. Well, actually, they're not. And it actually, in some of the places, some of them will still go to work. And they put, the bosses put soldiers. This is the boss and Joey was special. The boss said, go back to work. And they send guards. And that's why there are many violence. This is research that is beginning to be interesting. The guards. The boss is still here. This one remains. This have. And this one has a top. So remember, this one's going to fight some people die, but okay, this is separated. It's still not dying yet. Very fast. But lastly, it's going to travel labor. They're also exposed for child labor too. There are about 2 million childs in there. Okay, do you know why? Because they are too small. They're small, and they're going to step into the machine and wash. And really, they just have to fix them normally. Well, these are dangerous jobs, and also they're only paid minimum. And they need this money to survive. And they use the money just little itty bitty, like this, itty bitty children. Well, boss, they're still alive, not dead yet. They have skin and everything, children, you know. Have to follow rules. And they began to in 1892, the demands are still not. But France or any other country, which is called here, they're also going to strike, which meant they're not going to work until they get the peace and everything right and they posted, keep the child labor down, make us labor, don't let us do holidays. Holiday just chill, and then 2 weekends, so sad. And actually we got the most summer and 3 months. So beautiful, I am cry. Oh, and they freeze talk. Even though the boss, they need freeze talk. Never talk, okay? And the both sides, every legal guards, the both sides. If the person in both sides, or guards, also leader, they're gonna be killed. So violent. And also someday it's gonna be interesting too. And that's what it's gonna happen really interesting. Facts? Well, They improve and talking together for all these happenings. The women, the men, children got together, put them and dying. Also the women, plus the men, and the little children. They dies. As you know, only the woman dies the most. And these are the boss that could not walk on the bridges. Needs to go in jail. I know recently they're going to fix the problem by going to jail. Well, but I gotta skip to here. This is where everything goes together. It looks like a statue of someone. Really, isn't me someone yet? Well, I want to talk with you about that. They could have improvements at all those technologies. They knew that that's why the world is going to be better, paid more, and have these eternal lives. Thank you everybody for listening to me, and I will next time. Well, I want you to know that I improved this name, and I hope really you could have these networks, labors to help yourself in good conditions. Thank you.